Hello everyone, my name is Alan from Al's Basketball Training, and today I am going to do a brand new video, well, a revamped video on the box and one zone defense. So hello everyone, my name is Alan from Al's Basketball Training. If you're new to this channel, I show you basketball plays, drills, and skills. So if you like that stuff, hit that like button and subscribe. So, I've posted one video about 5 years ago, and I think another one about 3 years ago, where I explained the box and one zone defense. And each one made a little bit more sense, but I am going to put those to an end. This is the brand new video about the box and one zone defense. This is going to be crystal clear on what exactly a box and one zone defense is. I've had lots of comments on my last videos about them just not making any sense at all, so I am going to make 100% sense on this. So basically, to explain the box and one zone defense, you're essentially going to have a box of 4 players, and then you're going to have one player playing man-to-man defense on the other team's best player. So you're essentially going to have 4 players playing in a zone and one player playing man-to-man defense. So let's get down to the clipboard and let's check this out. So what we have here is 4 players in a box. So each of these players are going to be guarding an area of the court. From there, there's this man out here who is also playing man-to-man. So we're going to have 4 players in a zone and 1 player man-to-man. Now, I've had a lot of comments saying that my videos make it look like a man-to-man defense. Technically, if you're an opposing coach or player, you want the opposing team and players to make it look like a man-to-man defense. So that could have been why, and maybe the reason, but I'm not too sure. But let me just explain it to you here. Essentially, you're going to have a line down the middle of the court. You're also going to be having a line right across the center of the key right there, roughly. Essentially, these players are going to be playing zones in those areas. They are technically not really going to be leaving those zones at the basic level. At the more advanced level, they can switch. If I'm coaching a grade 12 team and they want to switch, let's say there's like a really tall player who's good at the high post and the low post. Well, you know what? I want my tall player, if he's guarding him in the post, I want him to follow him up, and I want my little small guard to go back down. Because we all know, when he goes back down, my little small guard is going to go back up. So at that point, to me, it does not matter. I hope that kind of understands it. So let's call player 5 the biggest player on the court, and we call player 3 the best player on the court. I personally don't mind. Let's say he switches sides. That's totally fine. Let's get these guys back to where they were supposed to be. So he's over here. He's posting up. Can't get the ball. He now switches sides. Player 4 stays there. Player 5 is now on him. Let's say let's get an offense going. So now we have a player in the high post, which we have player 2 blue guarding. We also have player 2 red out in this side as well. We also have now our man-to-man guy up here. And then we have somebody who's just, we don't care about, way over there. From there, I would have player 4 not necessarily all the way out to player 2, but almost like a man-to-man defense where he's like 1 or 2 steps away. We have him 1 or 2 steps away there. Now, if he gets the ball passed to him there, player 3 goes way over here and sets a screen, even though there's no reason for a screen. Player 1 comes back around. It doesn't matter. We're going to have player 2 shadowing both player 4 and player 1, and we're going to have player 1 still guarding player 3. Let's say player 2 is a really good shooter, and we have player 2 guarded by player 4 out in that wing. And now, because there's nobody guarding that post right there, we have player 4 red coming down. Well, player 1 red is up here, still a threat. So now, even though this is not player 5's zone, we kind of want player 5 to go and play defense on that side. That's how I run the box and one. Now, if the ball was passed into the post, well, now we have player 5 open. He could pass to player 5, a bounce pass or something. Well, if that happens, well, we want player 4 blue to come back down, and we want player 5 to go back and play defense. That's how you're supposed to play the box and one. The box and one is a very weak defense if you have other players who can play offense. But if you've got a player or a team that only has one good player, this is a very good option to destroy them with. You could really pressure the ball. If you have really good defenders who are playing in that box, they can really pressure that ball, that player with the ball, and he may commit multiple turnovers, and that's what you really, really want. I personally don't run the box and one myself. I've ran it a few times when I was coaching younger age groups, but at any kind of higher level age group, I generally don't run it. I've only ran it about twice with a grade 12 team, and that's it. Now, if the ball is up top, so let's say we have a point guard up top, and we have our man over here who is the guy that we're guarding. We cannot let him get the ball. Now, in my opinion, whichever one of these two defenders you would pick, I would pick myself to say, you are the point defender. I would have him defend up top. Or if you want, you could also have both players up top defend him as a double team, and that may put enough pressure on their point guard, especially if he's not a very good point guard, to be able to actually take the ball away from him and maybe get a nice open layup on a fast break. Another strategy that some coaches at younger age groups use, running the box and one, is to never let their players go outside of the three-point line and stay at least 1 to 2 feet inside the three-point line. Because if none of the players are good enough to shoot in that area, other than this player way over here who's getting man-to-man defense, then I personally also wouldn't mind doing that as well at the younger age groups, because if there's only one player who's able to shoot and you're playing man-to-man and he's not getting open, then you know what? That's totally fine. I would do that as well. Now, I hope that this video explains the box and one just a bit more. Anyways, if you have enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe. Let us know in the comments below if you run the box and one yourself, or if you've ever had no success at all running the box and one and why that happened. Anyways, I hope you have enjoyed. Hit that like button, subscribe, and I will see you again tomorrow because I make new videos every single day. Hey guys, quick 10-second ad, or at least I'm going to try for 10 seconds. I have a basketball defense book that I know you will enjoy. Basically, anything below that free throw line, this whole area, gets a double team, so try it out. Check out the link in the description. It is called the Unbeatable Basketball Defense. Hello, so if you have liked this video, click over here to subscribe, or maybe over here, depending on which side I put it on. I don't know yet. Anyways, also, the opposite direction, or the opposite side, is another video you may like. So I hope to see you again in one of those next videos. Yeah.